All right, what's up? It's John Belcher here. Uh, talk about some things in this video. But I want to go back in time. I want to go back in time. I want to tell you how the story began, how we got here, and where we're going from here. Because I think that's important. For those of you who may be looking to join my primary business email processing system, or maybe you're looking to invest into one of my training courses to help you in the business you're in, whatever you're trying to do. But this video is mainly for those of you who want to make money online. Those of you who want to make a lot of money as your own boss. And for those of you who may not know my story and may not know where I'm coming from and how I got here and how I got to this point over the years. So, what happened, right? What happened? What happened was, take me about 6 years ago. Take me back to like 6 years ago. What happened was, I was, at my security guard desk. And I was at this old wooden desk, rusty desk. Not rusty, but like old desk, chipped up desk, I would say, at this nursing home. And at the time, I was making just $8.50 an hour. Some of you know the story already. And I would just continuously look at, the clock. I would look at the clock, and I couldn't wait till the clock hit 4 p.m. Because 4 p.m. was the time that I was able to leave my job. I was able to clock out and go home. And at this time, I had insurance, car insurance, I had phone bill, regular bills and stuff like that. But I was always, behind on the bills and stuff. I mean, I was trying to figure it out. I was a teen, about 19, 20, no, probably like 2021 at this time. And I would just stare at the clock, for hours. And it seemed like when you're bored at a job, the clock takes forever to hit the time when it's time for you to get off. So that was me. I would work, sometimes I'd work 8-hour shifts, sometimes I'd work 12-hour shifts, and I would work at different nursing home locations. And so 8.50 an hour, right? So imagine that for a second. 8.50 an hour. Every time I would get my paycheck, a couple days later I'd be broke again, right? After paying for whatever I wanted to pay for and then paying some bills, I'd be broke again. And this happened for a while, right? It was like a cycle. The 9 to 5 job thing was like a cycle for me. Every week I'd just go to work just to get my paycheck and then pay my bills, be broke again, go to work, get my paycheck, pay my bills, be broke again. And it got annoying after a while. And what happened was I had this manager, her name was Pat. And I just got frustrated, right? I got sick and tired of being in that situation. I got sick and tired of just feeling like I was worth more and being paid crumbs. You know what I mean? I just felt like, dag, nah, this can't be it for me. There's gotta be something more to life. There's gotta be something bigger. There's gotta be a bigger purpose, a bigger dream that I could strive for. And around about this time, like before I was at my 9 to 5 job, I actually got introduced to my first network marketing style business, which was this company. I went to this couple's house in Long Island because my cousin had gave me a call one day. He was like, "Yo, John, what's up, man?" He's like, "I want you to come to this meeting, this business meeting." And of course, as the ambitious kid I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go to the business meeting. Let's see what they're talking about." So I went to the business meeting, and I love the idea. I love the idea of making money as my own boss. I love the idea of making money as my own entrepreneur, earning residual income, and at the same time helping people. But at the time, I wasn't that knowledgeable of the industry. I just knew that they had a certain compensation plan where that particular company went by a binary compensation plan, right? And a binary compensation plan basically means that you sign up people into your business on two legs, right? On two different legs, and you get paid on the lesser leg, which is complete bullshit when you really, really think about it. Why am I doing all this extra work and I'm only getting paid off of half the people? But at the time, I was pumped up. I was excited because they sold me the dream and the vision, and it made sense. There were people in the company making money. So what happened was I ended up signing up, right? I joined, and I was only like 19 at the time. I joined. And of course, I had to hear it from my family. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's a scam. A lot of people who work 9 to 5 jobs, they don't really approve of those type of businesses, and it's just how it is. You know how it is. Unless you've been in a business like that, unless you've understood what it's like to make money as an entrepreneur, in a network marketing style business, you're not gonna really approve of it. So I dealt with that, and I dealt with the rifts and the arguments with my family, my parents, and stuff like that. So uh, what ended up happening is eventually I quit because nobody wanted to join me in the business. Nobody wanted to join me in the business. Some people just want to buy the drink, the health drink, which was cool. But nobody joined me, so then I quit. And then there I was again at my 9 to 5 job. Then I got another similar call from another cousin of mine, right? Which is ironic. Another cousin of mine gave me a similar type of call, and he was like, John, like I want you to come to this. I want you to come to this meeting, right? I want you to come to this meeting. So I went to the meeting once again, got fired up, got pumped up, got excited, and I'm like, I'm about to put the phone down because I'm kind of all over the place right now with the phone. Yeah, so I got excited, got excited again, and I was like, all right, I'll come to the meeting, right? So I heard all the stories, the success stories from the people who were making a lot of money, the people who were making their way up to the top. So I was like, all right, cool, why not, So I signed up in that as well, right? That was my second business, right? It was a different company. So my upline, I'm trying to remember his name. I forgot my upline's name. Cool dude. He was married. By this time he's only 24 years old, and his house, like when I went to his house, it was like that stood out to me, right? When I went to his house for he would basically do prospecting at his house, show the plan at his house, and his house was literally like a freaking business, right? It was like a business, literally like a nonstop 24/7 business, his house, because the people he had signed up under him, the new people who he had signed up under him, he would have you bring in your prospects to his house, because he would basically sell them, he would basically show them the plan for you, right? That was the whole model of how this company worked. It was like, yo, I understand that you're a new person in this business. So he would be like, I'm not going to let you talk to them because you don't know how to talk yet. Let me talk to them. So bring your prospect to my house. So imagine a house full of people in the company, right? It's all pumped up. You got people in this room, people in that room, talking about business, bringing in new clients, new prospects. So his thing was just running every day, all day. Cool. So he was successful, right? He was moving up a lot of ranks in the company. He was doing his thing, but I got inspired. But I was inspired in a different way. I didn't necessarily want to have a house like that where I had to do all these home meetings and all of these showing the plan and drawing on a whiteboard. And basically he had to tell the same story over and over and over again to hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? But I respect him because his work ethic was crazy at the time. So, but he was doing his thing. He was making a lot of money. So I got to understand how the game works. I got to understand what they mean by showing the plan and stuff. So there I was. I'm like, Dad, I just signed up for this business. There's no way in hell. Okay, just checking to see if my dog was over here. I think he's just sleeping. But anyway, there's no way. I was like, there's no way in hell that I'm going to be doing this at home. All these home meetings, trying to show the plan to hundreds of people every single week. I mean, he was doing it, and more power to him. That was good. That was cool and all. But I was like, I got to do something different, or I got to find another way. There's got to be another way. So I was still going to work, back into the same rut of being broke every single week. And then one day once again, I'm like, there's got to be something else out there, because I'm in this business right now. It's not taking off the way I want it to take off. And yeah, I was going to the hotel meetings. I was going to the, meeting up with my the other people in the business, and they were cool and all, but I was like, there's got to be something else. There's got to be another way to do this. That was the main thing on my mind. I was like, nobody that joins me is going to want to do this. That was the main thing on my mind. So when I got online and I started to do some research, I started to discover different things, and I came across this company. And notice that I'm keeping the names out, and I'm keeping the names out on purpose, right? Because it's more about the message of the story. It's not so much about the companies. It's more about the message of the story that I'm trying to convey to you. So just follow along, because there is a major message you're going to get. So make sure to watch this video to the very end, right? Because those of you who are watching and who are looking for something to change your life, I'm telling you, there's no greater time than now to be a part of the movement. There's no greater time than now to join my team, because it's a difference. Like, I've been working so hard. I feel possessed to a certain, in a good way though, right? Not in a bad way, but in a good way, as like ambitious, helping my team, crazy customer service, crazy training videos, advanced trainings. It's a new level of consciousness we're on now. But anyway, like I was saying, I did some research, went home, did some research one day, and I ran into this video where basically this guy was talking about offering training products and a training full on training system where he was going to teach me how to expand my business and expand my social media online, right? So that I can be able to attract more people. And it made sense to me. It made obvious sense to me. It was like it was like a light bulb went off in my head because I'm like, wow, here this guy is, my upline in this company. He's at home all day showing the plan. Literally, he can't even enjoy the personal space of his house because his offline market is so basically so concentrated on him that he can't have no alone time, right? And I'm like, people don't want to do that. People would much rather find a way to be able to position their business online in a way where they can still attract massive amounts of people. Because think of it this way. I only have but a handful of friends that I can count on my hands, right? And then there's some associates that I know, but I don't know hundreds of people personally, on a personal level, to be able to call them up like, hey man, I really don't. So for me, when I seen the opportunity to be able to position my business in a way where I can attract people from all walks of life, from different parts of the world, people from, different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different religions, right? When I seen that, and I seen that we have the internet now and things started to boom with the internet and social media. You had Facebook just came out. And then after that, Instagram came out. I'm like, look, this makes perfect sense to me. Why limit my business in a way where I can't attract people that I don't see in person? Why walk around like an idiot in the mall just hitting up strangers trying to get them to come to my house to show them the plan? It doesn't make sense when I can position my business, position my brand, position my products and my service in a way where people who are already interested, looking for something like that, can find me. You get what I'm saying? So at this time, I'm like, I'm watching this video and I'm like, wow, I'm kind of like baffled because I'm like, yo, this is what I need. This is what I need to have that edge in this business. So make a long story short, I ended up signing up, ended up getting the products, buying the product, signing up, because I was always ambitious. Like, especially if the products aren't that much money, like I don't haggle too long when it comes to making money. When it comes to the investment, I don't haggle too long. I'm not that skeptical of a person. That's why, for those of you who are looking for a make money online opportunity, email processing system is definitely the way to go, and I'm gonna explain to you why. So just make sure to watch. But at the time, I'm like, yo, this is only $25 to get started. Am I really, like, $25 the cost of a pizza pie? Really? The cost of a tank of gas for my car? Really? $25? That's not even, I can't even pay my phone bill with $25. So I was like, yo, this is it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning something that I need to learn. I'm getting educated, business education. I'm getting marketing education. Not only is it cost efficient as far as not being expensive, I was like, I'm learning something that I can take with me for the rest of my life. And that was the biggest thing that stood out to me. Most people underestimate education. Most people underestimate, especially business and marketing and sales education. And it's just sad when really and truly the business doesn't matter. Because if you don't know what to do with that business, if you don't know how to run that business, it really is equivalent to you not having a business at all. Like, the knowledge and the education is always key in anything that you're doing in life. Anything that you're doing in life. Look at schools, right? Look at college. Look at schools. PhDs, people who have PhDs make more money than people who have master degrees. And people with master degrees make more money than people who have bachelors. So think about that for a second. People who are more educated in the world naturally just make more money. It's just how it always works because they have more knowledge. They know what to do. They know how to conduct business. So to me, one of the most priceless things you can ever invest in is education and business. And that's really what you're paying for when you join me in email processing system, is you're paying for $25 for a training system that's worth well over $500,000. You get what I'm saying? $500 to $1,000. It's well worth over that. But you're just paying a small fee to get access to that training system. And then now you can help other people by giving them a business opportunity as well. But it's always important for me to over deliver and under promise. That's why my training product, whatever you pay for to get access to it, the value is literally 10 times more or 100 times more than what it's actually what I'm telling, what the investment cost is. So that was the similar thing with this business. When I saw this business opportunity, I was like, you know what? I'm getting started. So I got started. I pulled out my credit card. I paid the $25. I was like, look, I'm getting started in this. I didn't know my life was gonna change from that point. I didn't know where things were gonna lead me to. And next thing you know, I get hooked up with this guy from the United Kingdom because I joined this guy from the United Kingdom who was in the business. Cool guy, right? Hit him up on Facebook. I didn't even hit him up before I joined. I just joined, then I hit him up. And I'm like, yo, man, I'm like, I just joined your team. What's up? I'm here. Like, how does this work? You know, show me the ropes. So he gave me a few pointers. He told me some things leading me in the right direction. Next thing you know, I start taking action. I start taking action. Now, I'm done forgot about the other offline business I was in, right? I forgot about the business where the guy who was at home constantly showing the plan all day. I kind of forgot about that business, right? And now I was doing this thing full-fledged. Now, I remind you, I never made a dime before in MLM. No network marketing style business, no direct sales business. I never made a dime before online ever in my life. So here I am embarking on this new journey with this new company. Taking action. No sales. I'm talking about for weeks. No sales for weeks. By about my second to third month, about my 8th week, all of a sudden, I get 8 sales in 1 week. 8 sales in 1 week from the work I was doing in the previous weeks. That's why it's so important in life to plant seeds. Plant seeds is just like, a garden. You got to plant seeds, and then over the next few months, you're going to see the plants start to bloom and the flowers start to bloom. That's so important, not only for nature, but also in business. You got to plant seeds today, make decisions today so that your tomorrows can be paid for and you can be successful, right? And I'm telling you, for those of you who's not joining the movement now, what's gonna come? Literally right now, I got hundreds of videos in the clip right now, right? In the clip, I have hundreds of videos stashed away that I'm about to go crazy with. I'm about to literally go crazy, and there's a paradigm shift happening right now. Members on my team are crushing it. They're making sales left and right. They're making money. They're getting training. They're leveling up in ways that I could never even imagine. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. What I'm talking about right now is I took action for 8 weeks straight. Finally, by the 8th week, 8 sales came in, right? 8 sales. My name skyrockets to on the top of the leaderboards of the company, right? Now everybody's knowing who I am. Oh man, Jonathan Belcher. Oh my God. Oh man, congrats, man. I see your name on the leaderboards, man. How you doing it? I'm talking about literally people there were people who weren't gonna join the company until they seen me promoting the company. Why? Because that's why the way I look always motivates people, because they see just a young kid who had a dream. And that's all I really am, and that's all I've always represented, just a young kid who had a dream and made it work. And up to this day, it's like now I'm looking at millionaire status. I'm looking to get to that millionaire level. 6 figures, I already did that. I don't want to do that no more. Now I'm helping other people do that. But it's not about me no more. But the thing about this is, it's crazy. And that's why I do things on purpose. I grow out my hair. I don't get haircuts. Then I get the braids. You don't know what I'm going to get next. You don't know what's coming next, right? And I do that on purpose specifically because I want you to know that you can do this too. That's the main thing. I want you to know that it's possible for you, no matter where you're coming from, no matter what walk of life you're coming from, no matter what you've experienced. Now, sure, I only want people on my team who's looking to make 6 figures. I want you to be looking to be making millions of dollars a year. If you're not looking to make that, if you're not looking to really, really change the scope of your life and your family's life, there's no reason for you to get into this type of business, to join me, especially because we're headed for astronomical numbers. We're headed to surprise ourselves on my team. That's what we want to do here, surprise ourselves. We're heading for the gusto. I'm talking about millions of dollars. I'm talking about $50,000 a month plus. That's the mind frame we're on now. And if you're trying to do anything less than that, it's a joke. Don't joke around. Don't kid yourself. You're trying to make the big money now. You're trying to make the big money. You got to get the condominiums at the wraparound terrace. We got to get the mansions. We got to do some crazy things. We're locked in. So, all right, let's go back to my story. So, yeah, shoot up the leaderboards. Next thing you know, I'm just starting making sales consistently, left and right, busting out sales. Next thing you know, I have my first $500 week. Then I have my first $1,000 week. Then I have my first $7,000 month. Then I'm here, I'm going to events. I'm traveling all over the place. Hit 5 figures in a month. I'm talking about a team full of hundreds of people on my team now. And I'm saying to myself, how the hell did this happen? Where did all this success come from? I'm going to events. Everybody knows who I am. They're like, yo, man, we want to interview you. We want to know how you got here. How? And this is all documented. This is the crazy part. This is documented. You could look and see I'm not lying. This is all documented, but I'm I'm not here to brag. I've never been a bragger. I never been here to flaunt all this money. That's not what it's about for me. But at the same time, I do have to boast. I don't like bragging, but I got to boast as far as this is documented stuff that you could look up to see, you know what I mean, what happened. So now it's like the leaderboard thing is cool. It's cute. But the dreams and the goals and the visions now is bigger. The work ethic is bigger now than it's ever been right now. I'm talking about right now. Over the next few months, you're going to see a wave that's going to happen that I'm going to be a major part of that wave. There's going to be a crazy wave of entrepreneurs, of people who came out of nowhere, who's killing it and crushing it in business, because I understand the business so well now that I could take a person from scratch and I could teach them how to make their first 6 figures. Before, when I was making all the money, I honestly couldn't do that because I had a system behind me. I had help, kind of, if you will, which is why I took off in the business. So that was happening, good times, you know. But at the same time, what people don't realize is that when things are going good for you in your life, when things are successful and thriving, it's easy for people to love you. It's easy for people to cheer you on. It's easy for people to support you. It's easy for people to be there. It's easy for people to, you know, to support you when you're doing good and when the money's coming in good. But then when things go down and you're not making the money like you used to make before, you see things for what it truly is. You start to see things for the true colors of what it really is. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of life. I think, in all honesty, and I'm over my phase of going through pain. I'm over my phase of going through frustration when I had to figure it out, if you will, right? Because that company actually went out of business, but certain things is going on with that company too. I don't know, they might be coming back, but that's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to make is that you're not in your painful situation or you're frustrated. You're not in the painful situation that you may be in now. It's not meant to kill you. It's not designed to make you quit. The painful or frustrating situation you're in is designed to make you stronger. It's designed to make you wiser. It's designed to make you more knowledgeable. It's designed to make you know what's real and what's not. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's so important about life, is that sometimes when we're at our highest points, we kind of get confused. We kind of get deceived and tricked to believe that, oh, everybody that's around me and everything going on around me is forever. Oh, wow, this is what it is. No, that's all easy to be. That's easy for people to be around when things are great. The real ones are always going to stick around when things go down, and you're going to see everything in life for what it truly is when it's time for you to pick back up. And I'm over that phase already of picking back up. Things have already picked back up. It's going to get even more astronomical now. It's on another level now, because everything I do now with my team is on purpose with a purpose. That's why email processing system is different, because it's not email processing system. You're really joining my team and my movement within the company, within the business. But the reason why I chose this business to be my last rodeo is because, number one, is direct commission. So anytime you get paid, it goes instantly to your PayPal account, to your bank account. Number two, it's 100% commission. So you get all the money when you make the sale. Number three, what you're paying for is business education. You're paying for copy and paste script ads and stuff like that. You know, you're getting a whole full-on business education, and as a bonus, you're getting my full-on training course with over 6 years of experience, teaching you exactly how to level up in the business, hit the ground running. So it's different now. You know, it's different now, and all the money is instant payments. Like I said, 100% commissions, instant payments, and what I like most is not too expensive to get started. Just $25. If you click the link below the description of this video, which I'm sure you're making a decision to do right now as your credit card is slowly walking out of your pocket. Your credit card is coming up right now, and you're like, oh, man, I got to join this kid. I don't want to, but I just got to join this kid because everything he's saying makes perfect sense. But anyway, there I was at the events. I was at this company, killing it, crushing it, making all this money. And everything was coming my way. Everything what I wanted was happening. You know, I bought the car cash that I wanted, BMW cash that I wanted at the time, twin turbo car that I wanted at the time. What does that type of stuff mean to me now? Not as much as it did back then, but it's cute. You know, it's cute. Now I'm on to bigger things. I'm on to looking at properties and stuff like that, because it's just, I'm destined for greatness. You know what I mean? That's why I said, if you're not looking to make millions of dollars a year, or at least trying to get to $50,000 a month or something like that, or doing 6 figures a year, at least doing as your own boss, then, you know, it's not the business for you. This is not the team for you. But yeah, so fast forward, then the company takes a hit. Then there I am scrambling. I got to figure things out. So it's kind of like I feel like I'm back at the drawing board, but I wasn't back at the drawing board. There was a silver lining around the dark cloud, if you will, that I didn't even notice. So in that phase of me going through my ups and downs, going through my motions, if you will, everybody goes through the motions, right? We're all human at the end of the day. In that time period, I did a lot of reading, I did a lot of studying, I did a lot of like educational things, a lot of training to help me to get better. Because one thing about your situation is you can ask for your situation to be easier. You can ask, you can say, hope and pray and be like, Dad, God, why did you make things this way, right? Or you can rise up above the situation and become wiser, become stronger, become better. And then you can attack it again. And then you really evaluate who you are. But the thing about going through frustrations is that you pull the best out of you. You pull things out of you that you never knew you had. You pull treasures out of yourself that you never knew was there. And if you knew it was there from the beginning, you would have been hit the $1 million a year mark that you want to hit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I've always been from young. I've always thought big. I've always wanted millions of dollars a year, millions and millions of dollars a year. Not because for the sake of saying I have millions of dollars. The money don't really mean nothing. It's a byproduct of my success, but it's really because I want to become a better person so that I can be able to attract the $1 million. If I'm not able to become a better person, then I'm not growing. And if I'm not growing, there's really no point to life if you're not growing. But at the end of the day, what does life even mean anyway, right? That's a whole nother argument that I'm not going to go into right now. But you get the point of what I'm trying to say as far as business and email processing system goes. We're doing it different now because I get to work with my members one-on-one. I work very, very close, hands-on with my team. I believe in that because I needed that more so when I was younger coming up. So now it's just different. It's just really, really different in a positive way. So you can see now, like I got a journal, right? I got a journal. I write down goals. I write down my visions in there. I write down a whole lot of stuff in my journal. Every single day I have a certain discipline of what I got to do every single day. I read books all the time. You see, I got a book right here. I got a book. I'm always reading books, always writing down things in my journal, jotting down notes. Very, very important is to write your goals down. Write your goals down. But yeah, so fast forward. I lost a lot of people in my life as far as in that phase of things. Things were cool, but then you get to see how things were, and then I start moving on, and then I really, really, really started to get educated. I started to really learn the game, ironically, when shit got effed up with the last company. When I had all that success and all that glorification, it was cool. So I said, okay, let me do it again. And then I did it again with another company, hitting the top of the leaderboard. I hit number 1 on the top of the leaderboard for this other company after that. Number 1, my name was number 1 for the most sales in that next company. And I'm like, wow, every time I fall down, I bounce back. I keep showing that I can do it. So what's keeping me back from really, really, just really breaking through to that massive millionaire status? So one day I just sat and I just thought, and I got a vision. It was like God came down from the heavens. And it was like he spoke to me. He gave me a vision of where I'm at now. He gave me a vision of where I'm going to be. He told me what path to follow, how to continue, stay focused, how to approach things in the right way with clarity and with power and with strength. And ever since I got that vision, things been different since, And a lot of people probably like, what is he talking about? God spoke to him. What is he talking about? You'll see what I'm talking about. Just keep watching me. Keep watching me. Keep watching me, Dad. Phone's about to die soon. Anyway, keep watching me over the next few months. Keep watching my team over the next few months. It's a lot of things happening now. I'm already rich. I'm so rich to a level where you can't even explain it. It's like you almost feel like you can see through people. You can see through things. You can see through situations. And you don't take anything with a grain of salt, and that's the beauty of life. When you let the universe happen for you and not to you, that's when you're truly wise and empowered and enlightened. When the universe starts to happen for you and not to you, and you start to take every lesson out of all the bad situations so that you can use it for all the future good situations and for the present moment, that's when you're truly empowered and when you really, really know what you're doing and you're focused on in the right direction. So that was me though, right? That was me. I was that kid who just needed an opportunity, and that's the thing about these opportunities that I love so much is that there's no boss holding you back. You don't need some fake ass certificate to say, oh, I'm smart, I'm intelligent. I highly believe in self-education. Don't get me wrong, college is good too. College is a great thing too. But it wasn't my purpose. That's not what God had in store for me. I'm understanding why God wanted me to take the path I want to take, or whatever divine power is over, I believe there's a divine power over all of us, but whatever it is, there's a reason, because my visions that I get is just crazy, and I know it's taking off. It's taking off. I'm blowing up. I'm blowing up to a level that people aren't even going to be able to believe. But if you think me blowing up is going to be something to see, wait till you see the people who I have on my team that's coming up. Wait till you see the astronomical numbers they're going to be able to put up. Wait till you see the amount of sales they're going to be able to put up. So the best time to join me is now. The best time to get a part of my movement is now in the email processing system, because that business can never change because of direct sales. I don't got to worry about the compensation plan changes. I never got to worry about them changing a product and messing up a product. I don't got to worry about them going out of business. We never have to worry about that. We never have to worry about that. So it's continuously going to grow forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I'm telling you right now, I got like 300 videos in the stash right now, just ready to come out. But I got to give the information in bits and pieces. As I do these videos are for motivational, inspirational, and educational purposes only. It's not to boast and brag. It's to say, look, I was broke too. I was in a messed up situation too. I've been there. And even if you're not broke right now, we welcome you with open arms with a great big hug or a big handshake. Welcome to the team, as you're deciding now to make a new decision to change your life, because you realize every year that goes, look, 2018 went by so fast. The past year went by so fast. The year before that went look, the years are going by so fast. 2019 going by so fast. If you think for a second that you not making a decision is going to change your life, it's not. The next 5 years are going to come and you'll be like, damn, I'm 30 something years. Damn, why I didn't make a decision? Why I didn't change my life? The time waits for no man. But one thing I realize is that time slows down in your world when you're headed in line for success, and when you're really, really putting in the work, and when you really, really have a high work ethic, time slows down for you. Time slows down for you because you're making so much more decisions in a smaller space of time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. And on my team now, it's just like people are doing things that I couldn't even do when I was at their level. Like when I was brand new, I wasn't making sales right away. People are joining my team and they're making sales right away in the email processing system. And the beauty of it is that it's never going to stop. You know what I mean? And then there's going to be, only thing that's going to happen if anything happens is just expansion of income, expansion of multiple streams of income. That's really the next thing, you know what I mean? And you just keep growing and growing and growing, and you think and grow rich, right? As Napoleon Hill would say, you think and grow rich. So that's my story. That's how we got here. But moving forward, everything that happened in the past, nobody has seen nothing yet, right? What's about to happen is more crazy than what's ever happened before in the past. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So we welcome you with open arms. Welcome to the team. You can click the link below the description if you want to get started right now, as your credit card manages to grow legs and it's hopping up out of your pocket, and it's climbing onto the desk of your computer desk, and it's looking you in the face, and it's like, join now. Make a decision now. You have to change it. Let me stop playing, man. I'm going to see you guys at the top. This is John Belcher. Peace.